Okay, number one, to be Jewish, you have to be circumcised. To be Christian is an antibiotic. Guess what? Then you're all Jewish by injection. And if you still think Judaism is a race, when you know it's just a religion, just like people who are born in Jerusalem aren't born Jewish necessarily because the Dome of the Rock is there, and that's where the Muslim church stands to this day, then my sword of wormwood is already melted down for me, isn't it? And it won't be melted down by nuclear energy. We won't allow that to happen. The R is for, and it's capital for reason and for road. Excuse me. Can you hold this for a second and get the back of my shirt? Can you hold that for a second and get the back?
You want me to take a picture?
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
No. I'm just waiting for lightning because I'm not afraid of God or lightning. I might have to, I don't always have to take everyone home that way. Oh, Rebbe. How are you today? I mean, lots of things don't make sense about, like how I really don't like stuttering. And I can't always have someone there to talk for me when I start to stutter. And I'm not Moses. My original name might have been in Sumeria. There's lots of answers. We know that the Jews were necessarily enslaved by Egyptians. How beer saved the world. Like, beer in and of itself is a probiotic. There's probiotic beers. There's a live ale called Mouillons. There's also other alcoholic in content like kombucha and things like that. I don't understand. Now, if I know nobody's live right now watching this on Facebook yet, I'm sure that the original recording of this when I started on YouTube you could rewind it and see what's going on here. Like, is it insane to say? Like, I'm brushing my teeth and it sounds like scratching. What's it mean? It doesn't mean I'm jerking off or anything. Religion is never a race. I mean, is Muslim its own race? Is Judaism its own race? And you can convert to any of these religions no matter what you are. And I know I'm kind of scary. And I know that this is reason. I mean, a lot of things. Okay. Look, I know I deleted the 17 thing on YouTube because sometimes. Okay, look. When I was in Berkeley, I was in the library. This guy was reading this essay, and he was like, even though you have 17 senses, you should pick one of these to either go blind or deaf. And I don't know why, you know. And I know that some people were born like Helen Keller, you know, where she was blind and deaf. She was never dumb. And anyhow, like the guy was like, you have to pick one, and I was like, why should I have to choose either? Because I was born with 17 senses. Yet at the same time, I do practice that sometimes to figure that out. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. Okay, so at first I was like, you know, I'm sorry that I'm stuttering right now because first speech impediment and stuttering, and I know that shows up in books. And I'm like, despite what I was brought up to believe, there is such thing as innocence in this world. But wait, please. You know, I'm not trying to make I usually say, you know, science and empirical data will outweigh. Okay.